So let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. James Gunn released an image of what looks like the entire
Well,
Guardians
it's
team.
concept art, correct?
Well, yeah, concept art. And it shows you got Baby Groot, Drax, Star Lord, and
Gamora,
Rocket, Gamora.
Nebula.
Joining them is Nebula, Yondu, and Mantis. So, what do you think about this?
All right, so we all speculated that Nebula would possibly be joining the Guardians
That was a
after
rumor.
you
Yeah.
see her leaving. Or spoilers if you haven't seen Guardians. Come on now. You see what happens to her at the end of that movie. And then we also speculated about Yondu too, because in the comics, in some iterations of the comics, he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm curious how that's going to come about because him and Star Lord aren't necessarily getting along, especially at the end of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool with this. I just hope it doesn't take away from how small the group was before, because I loved the chemistry between the five original characters.
Yeah.
As long as these characters add something unique without taking away from the chemistry that we got in the first film, I'm totally fine with this. And I actually kind of hope this is the team, because if you think about it, Marvel can go through to different areas in their Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they have the Avengers already, and why not have a separate, different kind of team? And this is going to be really interesting to see it if these three new characters are in the Guardians of the Galaxy, like actually on the team.
Yeah, I agree. I love that this team is getting bigger. And I think having James Gunn back, gives a little faith that
Oh,
he's
definitely.
going to keep the team
And
dynamic.
you're increasing the number of females.
Mm-hmm.
With now you have 3 women and 5 men,
Well,
four
four men
and a tree.
no, 3 men, a tree, and a raccoon.
Yeah.
So
Well, I went
technically,
males.
yeah. So
Yeah, not men.
it's going to be interesting to see Nebula and Gamora have to,
Well, they're sister, not
join
blood
forces.
sisters, but
Yeah,
they're sisters.
they're sisters. Yeah.
And then I'm curious how where Mantis comes from, because Mantis is the character that we haven't met yet.
We haven't met yet. Baby Groot is obviously gonna have some cool moments. I can already see that. Yondu and Peter Quill, they're gonna butt heads. I'm sure. He's gonna.
Well,
Be,
you're gonna have a lot of conflict in this whole, and they already have conflict among each other. Like
Yeah.
they don't necessarily get along, any of them in the first place.
Yeah.
So
So they're gonna have to get along because I assume there's gonna be a much bigger threat in the volume 2. So
hopefully,